sent out a search party. I did get a little bit carried away. So we're having scrambled egg with smoked salmon and proper coffee. Then after breakfast, we can read the papers, put the world to rights.
Good morning, Mill Health Centre. Certainly. Can I take your name, please? Right, I see. So the appointment was for your husband's annual visit. Is there any other day this week he's available? Right, yes. I can do Friday at 11:30. So, that's Charles Henshaw to see Dr. Fenton.
Henshaw?
At 11:30 on Friday.
Is that Grace Henshaw?
Yes. Get off! No, I don't mean you, madam. I'm so sorry. Thank you for calling.
Vivian, what'd you do that for? I needed to speak to her.
Do not interrupt me when I am on the phone again.
Okay, fine, whatever. But can you please tell me, was that Grace Henshaw?
Oh, for pity's sake, yes.
And she definitely said her husband was there.
Well, yes, if it's coming in on Friday. What is this, the Spanish Inquisition?
I can't believe it. Charles Henshaw disappeared months ago. Just walked out the door one day and never came back.
Yeah, well, he's back now. Well, did you know him?
Yeah, he was a patient of mine. I used to do home visits. He was recovering from bowel cancer when he disappeared. Look, I've got to go and see him.
You're supposed to be doing paperwork today.
Vivian, this is huge. Imagine your husband walking out the door one day thinking you might never see him again. George, we weren't...
It's all right, not really interested.
Are you feeling better, Dr. Woodson?
I'll be popping out for a couple of hours after morning surgery. I've got some personal business to attend to.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, thank you.
Hello? Is anyone there? Grace? It's Michelle Corrigan from the Mill Health Centre. You do remember me?
Of course. Michelle. Charles is always talking about you.
Really? How is he?
He's great.
I've only just heard the news.
News?
That he's back.
Oh, no, he's not here at the moment. He's gone to work.
Oh, that's a shame. I hope you don't mind me popping by. I just want to wish both of you all the best.
Would you like to come in?
Really? I'm not disturbing anything?
No, please.
Thank you.
Finish some breakfast.
Oh, I can't. I've got to finish this report for the super.
Well, don't forget we got the scan.
I haven't forgotten.
I'll hang around if you want. Give you a lift.
Thanks, but I'm quite capable of getting there myself.
You know, there's no need to worry. This is perfectly routine.
I'm not worried. I've just got to finish this report.
Okay, right. I'll see you at St. Phil's.
It must be amazing having him back.
I couldn't cope without him.
But all those months not knowing if you'd ever see him again.
I believed in him. I always knew he'd get better.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, after he walked out. Did you ever talk about what happened?
We prefer to look forward.
But where did he go for all that time?
I didn't ask.
Surely you must want to know. Grace, are you okay?
I'm sorry. I'm just tired. Charles was in his study working late. I find it hard to sleep when he's not beside me. Is that silly?
No. You said Charles was at work.
Yes.
Does he work in Lethbridge?
No, he has an office space in Birmingham. That'll be Charles now. Wrong number.
Grace? Are you okay? If something's bothering you, it might help to talk about it.
I'm fine.
When I was in the kitchen, I noticed some of the letters you put to one side. Why isn't Charles opening his post?
He didn't have time this morning. I told you how hard he's been working.
Okay, but some of the postmarks are months old and they're not junk mail, they look official. Surely you wouldn't leave them unopened.
Well, I wouldn't know, would I? You'd have to ask him.
Well, if Charles won't open them, then maybe you should. They look important.
Charles deals with the bills. That's how it's always been.
Look, I just don't want you to get into any trouble. Maybe we should call Charles, see what he thinks.
You're not to ring him. He's busy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never bought the tea. What are you doing?
He never came back, did he?
I think you should go.
Please, Grace, I only want to help.
Now.
I can't imagine how difficult it must be
Get
for...
your things and get out!
Hi, Vivian, it's Michelle. Look, I need your help. No, I haven't got time to explain. I need you to find a patient for me. A woman called Jeanette Cooper.
Can you believe that? She's got no right poking her nose into our business. Thank goodness you were here.
Eva.
Oh, sorry. I got stuck in a meeting and I missed the appointment.
No, we're in a sort of queuing situation.
Are you kidding? How long's that going to take?
Don't know, staff shortages apparently. There's a coffee machine if you fancy.
No, thanks. Already had half a dozen this morning.
What's wrong?
Nothing, why?
You seem a little tense.
No, it's just this case I've been working on where I'm just under pressure to get a result and I've got the super breathing down my neck.
I hope you don't mind me popping by. Truth was, I didn't know what else to do. And then I remembered meeting you at the time I was visiting Charles.
Oh, you see my daughter then?
Yes.
What's left of her? Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. She's been making appointments for Charles at the surgery.
Well, I wouldn't expect him to show up if I were you. You'll have a long wait.
Yeah, I know. And when I tried to talk to Grace about it, she threw me out.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, I'm afraid if you don't play along with the fantasy she's created, you get short shrift.
Must be hard, though, losing someone like that. Thinking they could walk back through the door again at any minute.
He's not coming back.
But people do, though, don't they? You read about it in the papers, even years later when they've been off living somewhere else.
Not Charles. He was never the same after the cancer. If you ask me, he was depressed, too aware of his own mortality. Grace couldn't see it. I just don't think he could cope anymore.
But he can't know that, not for sure. Nobody can. He could still be out there.
She simply refuses to accept what's happened. And I don't just mean his disappearance. There's a whole host of legal and financial issues.
There was a lot of an open mail in the house.
Demands for money, I should imagine. Without a body, she's got no access to his savings. I've always been very prudent with money. Unfortunately, my daughter doesn't share this quality. I've tried talking to her, but she's increasingly delusional.
She's grieving.
Hardly. Grieving is about moving forward. Grace isn't going anywhere. In her mind, she still sees Charles, talks to him. As I say, delusional.
But lots of people talk about their loved ones in the present tense or feel they're still with them in spirit. I lost my own dad a year ago. I still think about him every day.
Well, I suppose we all have our own philosophy. My sentiment has always been, why cry for a soul set free?
But that doesn't help Grace. If somebody doesn't intervene, she could lose everything. Her home, her sanity.
You can only help people who want to help themselves.
No, sorry, I don't believe that. Besides, there's support groups, bereavement counsellors. So you're just going to sit there then and do nothing?
Grace knows my position. I can't do anything for her until she faces up to the truth.
I'll see myself out.
If you want my advice, don't get involved.
Well, if I don't, then who else will? Grace? Grace? Are you okay?
They've taken it. Charles would be so upset. He'll have nothing to play his favourite music on. Please don't go.
I'm just going to go talk to them, okay? I won't be long and I'll come straight back. Promise.
Hey. How you doing?
Fine.
Have you heard from Ronnie?
We've spoken briefly.
If there's anything I can do.
George, you ready?
Yeah, come on.
They've gone.
Thank you.
Grace, they said they've been trying to contact you for weeks. They've written letters, left messages. You need to start taking some responsibility. No one else will.
Charles will know what to do.
Yeah, but Charles isn't here right now. It's just you. Do you want me to get that? See if I can stop them ringing. Hello?
Mrs. Henshaw?
No. Who's this?
It's D.S. Morgan from Leatherbridge Police Station. Is Mrs. Henshaw there?
Is it Charles?
No.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm afraid you can't get to the phone at the moment. Can I help?
Well, we've been trying to contact her for the last 2 weeks. We've been round to the house on several occasions, but we received no answer.
Well, she's not been very well. Can I take a message?
Yes. Could you tell her that I need to speak with her urgently in connection with her husband?
Is he alive?
This is ridiculous. Can't you do something?
Like what?
Well, I don't know. You're a doctor. Can't you pull some strings, get us in quicker?
I can't.
Why not? You're all one big happy NHS, aren't you? Throw your weird around.
You serious?
What, do you really want to be sat here all day? Well?
Patience is a virtue, apparently. Never heard of that one.
Oh, for goodness sake, some of us are busy.
Mrs. Henshaw?
D.S. Morgan? I'm Michelle Corrigan from the Mill Health Centre. We spoke on the phone.
Hi.
Can I have a quick word?
You said, Mrs. Henshaw's been unwell?
Yeah. Her only way of coping with her husband's disappearance was to carry on as if he'd never left.
I see. Then maybe this isn't such a good idea.
But if you know where he is, she has a right to know.
I'm afraid it's more complicated than that. We found a body.
You need her to identify the body.
Not in this case, no. But we've recovered some personal effects, and they're a pretty good match for the information given on his original missing persons file.
Why can't she just identify the body?
Because that wouldn't be our procedure in these circumstances. Given Mrs. Henshaw's state of mind.
No, wait. She needs to know the truth. It's the only way she'll ever accept that he's never going to come back. You okay, Grace?
Yes.
You sure you want to do this, Mrs. Henshaw? Do you recognise either of those?
I've never seen it before.
Mrs. Henshaw, are you absolutely sure?
Yes.
Grace, why don't you take another look just to be certain?
I am certain.
How will you identify the body?
We'll put in a request for dental records.
I want to see the body. I'm not leaving until I see the body.
You've got to let her see it.
I can't.
Please.
How can I show her the body of someone she claims isn't her husband?
Oh, come on, you saw the way she looked at that watch. She knows it's his. She's stored up every image of him in her mind. She's desperate to believe he's still alive. Do you really think she'd need to look at it that closely if it wasn't his?
Trust me, it's for the best.
I'm sorry, I don't think you realise how serious this situation is for Grace. She's stuck in limbo.
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do.
Dear Smorgan, are you married? What if it was your wife? What if she walked out the door one day and never came back? When would you stop believing that she'd come home? 6 months? A year? 6 years? You might think Grace is mad, but she's not. She's just desperately clinging to the hope that one day her husband will come back home.
We've just shown her his personal effects, Michelle.
So? Someone could have nicked them from him. Maybe it was the man whose body you found. Maybe that's what she's thinking. I know that's what I'd think if it were me.
You can do this.
Yeah. Sorry, look at the mess.
No, it's okay. Look, let me. You go and get what you need.
Right, yeah, just grab a few things.
You okay?
Yeah, won't be long.
Mrs. Henshaw, are you okay?
It's not him.
Was it worth it?
It's like she looked down and just saw an empty space. When my dad died, I went back to the funeral home and asked to see his body. But he wasn't the person I knew anymore. That person was gone. Maybe she just needs some more time.
She might never snap out of it.
Hey.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anything else you need?
Thanks for doing this with me. I don't think I could have done it on my own.
I'll put this in the car. Take as long as you need, okay?
Great. Sending us down here just puts us right back on the one-way system. There's got to be an easier way.
That policeman. He didn't lock the drawer. It was an anniversary present. We were on holiday in Rome. It was our 10th anniversary. I had it engraved with the date we first met. Charles always said it was the best watch he'd ever had. It never lost a moment.
Evie, you can't do that.
Why not? Enough's enough. We've been here for hours.
I don't believe this.
Listen, Pet, I'm a police officer. I should be out there catching criminals, not stuck in here for hours on end.
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it.
Right, that's it. We're going.
So, I take it you didn't manage to commandeer an ultrasound scanner then?
No, and thanks for your support. Miss Moore. Oh, finally.
Here we are then.
Yes.
Are you sure you're going to be okay? Do you want some company?
I'll be fine.
Well, let's talk in the morning. I'll give you my mobile number. That way you can call me in case you need anything. There you go.
Thank you. For everything.
We should keep in touch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Cooper. It's Michelle Corrigan from the Mill Health Centre here.
Oh, hello again.
I just thought you should know that the police have found Charles's body. I took Grace to identify it. She's still coming to terms with what's happened. But I really think she's ready to move on. Maybe you could give her a call sometime.
Yes. I will. And,
Thanks for letting me know.
I have to be on my own now, Charles. I've got to stand on my own 2 feet. I don't know if I'll ever manage to cope without you. But I've got to try. You know I'll always love you. There won't be a single day when I won't think about you. But we've got to say goodbye now, my darling. I miss you so much.
Why didn't you say you had a big case on today? I'd have changed the appointment.
Well, thanks, but I'm capable of doing 2 things at once. Probably because I'm not a bloke.
You were the one that said you were overloaded at work, not me.
Just change the record, okay?
Sorry.
People like you shouldn't be allowed in pubs.
Calm down, will you?
And who's going to make me? Not you, wheelie boy.
Parenthood is great. Most of the time.
What do you mean?
Happy birthday, baby.
Are you okay?
Coming up later, Anne Robinson brings Weakest Link here to BBC1. Join her at 5:15. Up next, though, it's Diagnosis Murder.